Hi, guys, and welcome. I'm going to go over how to write an opinion essay and go over some of the major details and pieces that you're going to want to have in an opinion essay. Okay, so first, of course, you're going to write your name on the top. Usually, you're going to write the subject or the type of writing you're going to do. Usually, you'll have a prompt as well. So you could even say opinion essay, and then you could say prompt down below. And my prompt here is, would I rather wrestle a black bear or an alligator? That's my prompt. Okay, so I'm going to dive right in. The first thing I'm going to have here is this first paragraph is always your introductory paragraph, your intro, okay? You're going to want to start your essay, every essay, no matter if it's an opinion essay, an informational essay, a narrative essay, but you want to start any piece of writing by hooking in your reader, getting them really interested in what you're about to say and what they're about to read, okay? So I have snap, snap, alligators have killed 17 people in the last 60 years. So that's my hook. I'm trying to draw this person in with a little onomatopoeia, snap, snap, right? Onomatopoeia is a sound effect. And then a fact here, alligators have killed 17 people in the last 60 years. So I'm going to highlight that for you just so that you remember that that is our hook. And I'm going to put it in like a light orange color for us, okay? Now, you're going to want to include your claim, and your claim is your answer to your prompt. You're going to want to have your claim in every single paragraph, but you definitely want it in the intro because you want to let the reader know, okay, my prompt is, would I rather wrestle a black bear or an alligator? And I'm going to answer that for you right now. So I am saying I would rather wrestle a black bear than an alligator. So I'm going to make this green. And what's cool about this is, look, I almost use the exact same words here. I really could just copy and paste a lot of this and include it in my claim right there. Okay, so I have my hook, my claim, the reasons why I would rather wrestle a black bear than an alligator are. So now I'm listing reasons. What's really cool is each of these reasons, whether it's two or three or however many you have, each reason is going to be its own paragraph from here on out. Okay. So the reasons why I'd rather wrestle a black bear than an alligator are, I'm going to make each of my reasons in bold. A black bear is a vegetarian. I'm going to underline it too, actually. It's one reason. And people have wrestled black bears throughout history. That's my reason number two. So I've got two reasons. That means I'm going to have at least two paragraphs. My next whole body paragraph is going to be all about how a black bear is a vegetarian, okay? Then my paragraph after that is going to be all about how people have wrestled back black bears throughout history. That'll go down here, okay? All right. So they are familiar with wrestling people. That's part of this detail here. I'm going to tell you more details about why I'd rather wrestle a black bear than an alligator below. Now, this is just a transition sentence. You could really say all kinds of different things here. You could say something along the lines of, I'm going to explain more to you about black bears' diets and about why some people have wrestled bears in the past, or more about circuses involving wrestling bears. But really, you want to just transition from your introductory paragraph. You want to say, okay, my introduction's almost over, and I'm going to tell you that my whole essay is going to be about these things. But do you see how I don't have a lot of really specific details about the black bear's diet or the black bear wrestling in history here? That's because I'm going to go into all those details in these paragraphs below. Okay? All right. So this is a transition. I'm going to make some of my transitions in yellow, and I'm going to color code these for you guys so you can kind of like look back and refer to it. So my hook is orange, my claim is green, my transitions are yellow, and my reasons, usually your reasons are going to be blue. Okay, so we'll make this middle part here. Okay. Okay. Next. So now this first paragraph here. I would rather wrestle a black bear than an alligator because, do you see how I'm restating my claim? This green sentence here, it's actually word for word the exact same sentence as this. You see that? I would rather wrestle a black bear than an alligator. And all I'm adding in is because. And now I'm going to talk all about my first reason. And what's my first reason again? That's right. A black bear is a vegetarian. So I'm restating my claim. Again, I'm saying, okay, I'd rather wrestle a black bear than an alligator, and here is why. Because black bears are vegetarians. Because black bears are vegetarians. Black bears eat mostly berries and plants. So chances of it eating meat are lower than a crocodile, which is a carnivore, meaning it eats meat. So this right here, black bears are vegetarians. They mostly eat berries and plants. That's a fact, okay? I'm going to put my fact in blue, okay? So the chances of eating meat are lower than a crocodile, which is a carnivore. And that is that's actually another fact, okay? And this right here, I'm a vegetarian too, just like bears. That's an elaboration. That's my own idea. It's from my own brain. It's my own thoughts. It's just something fun and interesting that I'm adding to make this essay more about my specific opinion. Because this is an opinion essay, okay? So after every single fact, you want to have your own voice. That's what's so fun about opinion essays and narrative essays. You really get to incorporate a lot of your own voice, a lot of your own ideas from your own head, instead of informational essays that are mostly just these blue facts, right? Okay. So I added in that own little thing there about how I'm a vegetarian too, just like bears. Now, my next paragraph is going to be all about my reason number 2. And if you go back up to your intro, my second reason was that people have been wrestling black bears throughout history. So I'm going to start my first paragraph by restating my claim again. See, I would rather wrestle a black bear than an alligator. It's the exact same thing right here too. And what's so cool is that you guys have to have 3 to 5 sentences per paragraph, right? Well, adding in your claim as your first one is such an easy first sentence, right? And it's such a great way of getting your reader to understand, okay, this person's opinion is they'd rather wrestle a black bear and alligator, and here's another reason why. So here's another reason why. Because people have actually wrestled black bears in the past. It dates back to the carnivals and country fairs in the 1800s. These quotation marks right here is a very good indication that this is my fact. It's from the text. I took this information from our text, okay? So if you're taking something from the text, you always need to use quotation marks so that you're making sure that you're citing your sources so that the person reading it, your reader, knows that it's from a different source, okay? So there may be a way for me to learn how to safely wrestle a black bear. That's my own thought. I read that fact about how people wrestled them in carnivals and fairs, and I thought to myself, if people have wrestled black bears before, I bet you there's a way that I could safely wrestle a black bear. But there's no history about people wrestling crocodiles, so I'm not sure if I'd be able to know how to do that safely. So that's one of the reasons why my opinion is I'd rather wrestle a black bear. So this is my own thought following a fact. Always remember facts, opinion, facts, opinion. Or sorry, facts, elaboration, facts, elaboration. Okay. And then right here, however, no one aside from Crocodile Dundee has voluntarily wrestled a crocodile and lived. Again, that's my own thoughts, right? I used to watch Crocodile Dundee when I was younger. He's probably too old for you guys, but I watched him and I thought to myself, man, the only person I've ever seen wrestle a crocodile is Crocodile Dundee. But this fact right here about how people used to do it at fairs tells me that there's more experience with people in the past wrestling black bears. I'm still sticking to my black bear opinion. Okay. Now, we had our claim at the beginning of every paragraph, so it only makes sense we keep doing that, right? So look, I would rather wrestle a black bear than an alligator. It's the same thing here. I'd rather wrestle a black bear than an alligator. And then black bears are less dangerous because they are vegetarians and have experienced wrestling people throughout history. Look at this is the same thing I was saying up there, but I'm just restating it. Restating just means you're saying something again, usually slightly differently. So I'm restating what I said above about them being vegetarian, so less likely to want to eat meat, which I'm made of meat. I'm not made of berries and plants, and how bears have been wrestled in the past. So again, I'm restating my facts, okay? And then here's my own voice. Imagine the sense of accomplishment after wrestling a black bear and living to tell the story. Who knows? Maybe we can even start our own wrestling team. I think it's clear that wrestling a black bear is a much better idea. This is all my own elaboration, okay? I am adding in my own thoughts. I'm talking about something that I think is really proving my opinion and really sharing my reasoning. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to writing an opinion essay. There's one little thing that we can add in here. Do you see how I have this transition sentence here? You can also add in transition words. You could say things like first, next, finally. Those are transition words, right? So you're transitioning from sentence to sentence, from paragraph to paragraph, first, next, finally, or you could say my first reason, and then you would say my second reason, finally, because there's not another reason here, right? This last paragraph, we're just rephrasing these reasons. So you could say my first reason, my second reason, finally. You could add in things like therefore, next, there's all kinds of transition words, but I would definitely make sure to add in those as well because it really helps your essay flow more, okay? So really this is all there is to it. We have one, two, three major facts. We have one, two, three, four elaborations after my facts. We have onomatopoeia. We have a hook. We're making our claim. We're adding in lots of our own ideas. So this is all there is to it. If you have any questions or you want to see something else, just leave it in the comments. Thanks, guys. Bye.